The cold preserved it, exactly where it stopped.
Every scratch tells a moment of survival.
No voices remain. Only decisions frozen in time.
The mission ended here. The ice never moved on. Everything inside is preserved, as if time stopped the moment it landed. The controls are locked in place. I keep wondering what the pilot saw just before it touched down. The ice doesn't destroy it, it holds it in place. There it is, the serial. This is how we learn her story. An 80-year-old aircraft, alone at the edge of the world. The cargo bay is empty now, but you can still feel where the weight once sat.
Corrosion stopped halfway. The cold froze the decay in place. This window once looked out over the sky. Now it only sees ice. Twin Wasp engines completely seized. Nothing moved after the cold took over.
Up here, you finally understand how big it was and how alone it must have felt. Even after decades out here, the internal skeleton is still holding. This airframe was built to endure. Whatever this plane carried, the cold erased every trace. This was the link between pilot and plane, frozen solid.
Someone left this behind and never came back for it.
This door opened once to the unknown, and it never closed again. These cables were the aircraft's nervous system. Now they're frozen mid-thought. That propeller stopped hard and never turned again. That propeller stopped hard and never turned again. This was their voice to the world, and the world never answered back. From higher up, the story becomes clearer. From up here, she doesn't look broken. She looks like she chose to stop. It's tighter than it looks. Everything here was built for function, not comfort.
Hands guided this wheel for thousands of hours. Then, nothing.
These aren't from age. These are battle scars. The gear failed on impact. She hit hard and slid to a stop.
As the light fades, she stops looking lost and starts looking at peace.
It narrows fast back here. These cables run straight to the rudder.
A first aid kit. Proof this wasn't just cargo, it was people.
The impact nearly tore the wing free. The structure absorbed more than it was ever designed to.
Original glass, cracked, but still clinging to the frame. Even the rubber survived, frozen solid, but it carried the weight of this aircraft until the very end.
The navigator's station. This is where the maps were spread and decisions were made under pressure.
Frozen readings, altitude, airspeed, everything stopped at the same moment.
The surface tells the story of years of wind and cold, slowly shaping the metal. 6 feet of hollow history. Once full of engines and voices, now only wind. A shell casing. Proof this aircraft didn't come down quietly.
Through this glass, they saw the ice rushing up. No trees, just nowhere left to go.
The systems failed, and then the cold finished the job. Let's step outside. I need to see the whole picture.
Corrosion maps time. Every circle marks another season the cold claimed.
First tracks in here for decades. It feels like walking through preserved time.
The copper's still there, frozen in time, just like everything else. No power, no signal. When these went dead, the aircraft went silent.
It's time to leave her to the cold. This place has kept her story intact for 80 years.
Back on solid ice. This aircraft has fused with the landscape. Seas solid. Precision engineering locked in place by cold and time. Seas solid. Precision engineering locked in place by cold and time.
This damage tells the story. She absorbed the impact and stayed together.
The structure failed here. This is where the impact energy was absorbed.
Even damaged, she still dominates the horizon.
There it is, the serial number. This is the final piece of her story. An oxygen bottle. Critical at altitude, now emptied and frozen where it fell.
The nose took the force. This is where the slide ended.
Thousands of rivets, each one driven by hand to keep her together.
The cockpit feels different. This was the mind of the aircraft, where the final decisions were made.
Frozen. Frozen. The pilot's position is locked exactly as it was.
Night comes fast out here, and this aircraft has faced more nights than anyone can count.
This is where the last decisions happened, and then the cold wrote the final chapter. A fragment. This might be the closest thing to a voice they left behind.
Coordinates and a date. Not a full story, but enough to trace a path. I'm leaving a marker. If we come back prepared.
An aircraft built for war, ending in silence. Out here, history doesn't explode. It just freezes.
Their last view was chaos. Mine is the aurora. Same window, two different worlds.
This stays with me. The smallest clue can bring a whole story back.
Some discoveries aren't meant to be taken, only witnessed. Out here, the past doesn't disappear. It waits, frozen, until someone listens.